Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just here finishing off, you know, a junk journal here. We've worked on some of this together and obviously some of it, you know, separately. But it's almost full now. So what I want to do is just finish off, you know, one or two of the pages. And then this is that one that we've done that fussy, you know, cluttered collage cover. Sorry, I'm just raising my camera, so hopefully it's a better view. That we've done that fussy collage cover, which I haven't finished yet. Now, the other thing that I'm hoping to do, and it will just depend how we get on time-wise, but I'm going to just quickly show you what's happened. So whilst I've been stuffing, you know, stuff in my journal, and whilst I was gluing on the paper, now sometimes what can happen is when the glue kind of goes onto the, you know, embroidery thread, it can kind of compromise it, and also while you're stuffing your journal. So look at what's happened here. Can you see my signature has come loose to the rest of the journal? Now, if I was obviously a little bit better, I would probably be able to actually unpick this knot and you know, pull it tight. I'm not that great. So what I'm going to have to do is, you know, go back through and redo my signatures. So if we get time, we will do that on camera as well. I don't know whether there will be time. So this has got a predominantly, you know, pink and green theme to it. Very floral, very girly. And I just thought, yeah, let's just quickly come on and finish kind of stuffing it and putting some bits and pieces in. So I've kind of tentatively laid all the bits where I want them to go. So this is going to be the inside of my back cover. And then this here, I've got this pocket here, and I just want to cover up basically where I've glued it on. So I'm just going to move that paper clip. And we did this in a recent video, so I'm just going to use this along here, and then that will just finish that page off really, really nicely. Just wondering whether I want to have any lace or anything coming down the side before I glue that in. So let me just see what lace I've got in my little bag that's in the side of my, you know, to the side of my desk. I mean, it's really nice when you can use things up. Oh, that's a little bit too peach, I think. I think that's going to work, although I mean, this has got some peachy colours in it. Let me just see. Oh, perhaps it would be okay. Well, perhaps it will be okay. What do we think? Yeah, let's just use that. I mean, it's really great if you can use, you know, use some bits up. So I'm just going to glue that down along here, and obviously my pocket's going to glue over the top of this, so you know, it doesn't really kind of matter too much because my pocket will also reinforce, you know, and help to hold this glued down. So let's just cut that like that, okay, and then just cut it from this end as well. So like that. Okay. And then, yeah, this pocket, which I just thought, how pretty does that look? Just looks gorgeous, doesn't it, on there? Now, do I want to have it glued with a pocket that side or this side? I think probably this side, actually. Do I? I guess it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Might just be slightly easier to get to. So yeah, let's just go for that. So I'm just going to glue this in to the journal like that. Okay. Press that down. How pretty is that on there? Just looks so lovely, doesn't it? I mean, this is just made from some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and I just made it from some scraps that were left over from a mass making session. But how awesome is it? It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So that's that. Now, might want to just finish it off with maybe something in the corner. Do I want to? Just having a look to see what I've got, really. I've got this, you know, one of my little ribbon embellishments. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know now. Perhaps I should have that on the facing page, although I feel like this is quite green now. you know when you think that something's going to work perfectly and then you try it and it's not quite how you expect. It's just a bit like that. Okay, I've got this florally trim. That's quite pretty. Perhaps I should have that up there. Yeah, maybe I'll just have that up there in the corner. I wonder whether I could have some here as well. Let's just cut that down. Oh, maybe that's a bit weird. Might be a bit weird. Right, okay, so let's go over to this page. So I just want to finish this off. This is the inside of the back cover. Again, I do apologise if we've got shadow. It's because obviously the journal is now so fat, it won't lay flat. So to try and, you know, show you this, I can't get this out of the way. Right, so we're going to have this here, and again, just let me see whether I need to have anything running down the edge. Oh, I guess that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Should we just have that there? So yeah, let's just again hot glue that down. Okay, like that. Okay, and just trim that off. Right, and what do we want to put in behind here? Just so we've got some other detailing going on the page, or details going on the page. Well, that is not the right thing. I've got some of my pieces here from the Perfect Pockets pack. This I think is set, it's set 6, but please don't quote me on that. I'm kind of losing the ability to keep track of all the names and things like that. So yeah, I do apologise if it's not that, but it's one of the Perfect Pocket sets. And obviously if you looked in my shop, you know, you'd see pictures of which one it is. But I'm just wondering whether, you know, whether we might like one of the bits here. I mean, I was actually looking obviously for the background really, but let's just take this down. Just because I thought, oh, maybe that background's a bit boring. Let's just see if we want that. That's quite nice actually, like that. Do we want it with the black showing? Prefer it probably without the black. Don't mind a little bit of the black, but yeah, not probably too much. So let's just pop this one down. It's just for decorative purposes. I'm not, you know, yeah, not kind of doing anything with it. It's just purely for decoration. So it's not, you know, got a plain backdrop to the pocket. So like that. Okay, let me just dab off the excess glue with my dry wipe. Okay. And then this pocket, yeah, I think kind of just have there. Want to check whether I had covered the inside of that pocket or not. No, I had a funny feeling that I hadn't, so I just want to put something obviously over here, because at the moment it's just, you know, it's just plain envelope, which of course that's not particularly attractive, is it, just having plain envelope on there. Oh, I'm just going to see if this fits. No, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't fit. I don't know why I thought it would, to be honest, but it was worth a try, wasn't it, you know, just in case. Right, let me have a look around and see if I've got anything pink that could go on there. Pink with a tinge of blue. I've got this one. Because obviously it would be really great just to use something from the desk, wouldn't it? Rather than rather than tear into a whole nother piece of paper. Aha, right, okay. Let's just cut this down. Okay. And here. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're doing some nice projects. Maybe working on, you know, maybe a journal or a folio. Let us know down below what you're working on. It's always lovely to hear what people are working on because, you know, it just really gives some great inspiration and ideas, I think. So, you know, read down the comments and, you know, see what everyone else is up to because it might just give you some really excellent ideas. You know, if you're just kind of having one of those, well, what shall I work on next moments, which we all obviously have, don't we? So, yeah, you may just find it handy to just sometimes, you know, look down the comments and see what other people are up to. And, yeah, give you some ideas. Okay, and then just bring that in, just literally a fraction just here. Okay, just going to now have to just trim this slightly along here because it just was a bit too long. Okay, let's pop that down. Like that. Oops. Okay, pop that there. Oh my goodness, this is now tricky. Right, let's just dab that glue out. Okay. And I'll just trim that off on this side. Oh my goodness. This is where I could easily end up trimming the pocket itself. Have I trimmed the pocket? Right. Just in case, I'm just going to put some extra glue down there. I think I might have cut into it slightly. Okay. So we've just reinforced that pocket now. Okie dokie. Right. So at least we've now covered that. Think, yeah, let's have something else up there as well so it's not just really plain and boring at the top. So I think just a little bit of something. Let's just see if we want to have this green or anything. I love these perfect pocket sets because there really are lots of different bits and pieces which you can mix and match with so many different journals. You know, this has got lots of bits that are going to go in here. It's got bits that obviously would go on different journals. So, yeah, they're just really quite handy to have in your stash. Okay, I quite like that. So, and it's, you know, it's just a bit more fun, isn't it, than just having the boring envelope there. Again, I'm going to stick this on like a pocket. And as I always say, it doesn't matter if you don't use it as a pocket. If you've got it stuck on there as one, you've then got the option. If you don't even stick it on as a pocket in the first place, then you've lost the, you know, you've lost that option, haven't you? So it's always worth just, you know, put it as a pocket, even if you don't use it, because then you have got the choice. Okay, right, let's take this one, just ink this up slightly. Just ink up around the pocket here. Okay, and we will just glue this one down. Okay, and pop that there. Like that. Okay, so I mean, again, just layering that up, you know, just for decoration, not for any other kind of purpose other than just to make it look pretty and interesting. So, like that. Okay, right, then my whole pocket obviously closes. Just going to try that straight, you know, straight closure instead of that curly type thing. Okay, right, and then we can glue this down. So I'm just going to add a little dab of lace here to this, little dab of glue here to this lace because it was kind of flopping around. Right, now, how shall we glue this pocket down on the page? Are we going to glue it? Do we want it like a top loading pocket or a side loading pocket? Should we do it as a top one? Let's do it as a top one, shall we? So again, just going to glue it on the 3 sides, leaving that top edge, you know, free to be able to tuck things in. And we will just tuck that like that. Okay. Press that down. Like that. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. Right. So that is that. Now, the only other pocket that I've got is this one, which obviously matches, you know, this. So I just want to find somewhere to just tuck this in. I mean, preferably a thicker page rather than a thinner page. But I may have already filled the journal. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think I have. Could have it here, I guess, on the front cover. What do we think? Not too bad, is it? I mean, do we think it's too clashy with this facing page, or does it look okay? I'm really trying to be a bit more adventurous and not be so, you know, so worried about things, whether they match and don't match and things. I mean, of course, I don't want it looking completely hideous, but, you know, if it kind of vaguely looks okay, then I'm trying to be a little bit more free and easy with that. Oh, the only other place it could go is here, but of course, unfortunately, it's the wrong side pocket. Same with this, because I've got a few bits that are just going to be paper clips in, so just going to check through where they are, just in case there's any paper clipped in bits. No. Okay, right, so I'm going to go for it here. Let's be daring and adventurous. So let's just again hot glue that down by just sticking on two sides. Now, I don't want to go right up to that crease, because what's going to happen is when the book folds, you know, that's going to then compromise the paper and it will all get creased. So I've just left a little bit of a gap so as it closes easily without, you know, getting caught at all here. Okay, right, looking good. So, I mean, the only other thing that I need to do in here is add some little trims and some ruffles and things like that to 1 or 2 of the pages. You know, maybe some more of these little pink flowers and things would look really good. And then I think it's pretty much kind of done, other than stuffing some of the pockets with some ephemera pieces. So I'm going to put that there, actually, just again, so I've got some continuity from the front, from the back, where obviously I have one of those flowers in a couple of places. Right, so let's have a look again at that cover, which, you know, I'm not happy at all with that cover. Yeah, it's just not really working for me, to be honest. So I've got some more, obviously, pink and red and green themed things here. So I'm just going to cut some of these down and see whether we could use some of these bits to, you know, try and bring the cover together a little bit more, you know, to my liking. I mean, obviously, yeah, I was trying to go for that fussy, cluttered collage look. It's just, I've not pulled it off. Yeah, I can't really tell. Is it that it's not actually cluttered enough? You know, have I not really got enough pieces on there? Do I not like the background pieces that I've used for the collage itself? Is it because it's too small, being, you know, that it's just a cover rather than like a huge masterboard? I don't know. I'm just really not liking it very much. You know, when you do those things and then when you think of them, don't know about you guys, but if I really don't like something, you know, as soon as it enters my head, I kind of think, oh no, well, don't think about that. doesn't look very nice. That's how I feel a bit about this journal. Well, not the journal, I love the inside, but definitely how I feel about the cover. You know, not loving the cover at all. But straight away already, this is improving it by just having that one piece. So I think maybe I just haven't really put enough bits and pieces on it, to be honest. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe kind of smother it with a few more bits. And maybe that's all it actually kind of needs. So I've got this gorgeous bright red butterfly. So let's just take that and put that somewhere. And also I do want to put some lace on here. And so far I haven't obviously incorporated any lace. So again, you know, once I've put the lace on, that will hopefully kind of change it quite significantly too. And give it sort of a more, I don't know, sumptuous kind of feel. At the moment, it looks pretty rubbish. It's got to be said. Yeah, it looks pretty rubbish. Even if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Just not happy with it. Okay. Well, I definitely like this rose over here. Do I like that butterfly down there? Let's put this rose down because definitely I like that a lot. Looks really nice. So let's just pop that down. And, you know, if you saw my video where I worked on this cover, I'm going to probably Mod Podge over the whole cover. So, you know, it's not going to be, you know, just kind of bits randomly stuck on here. It will actually be kind of finished off properly and Mod Podged so it looks a bit better too. So there is that aspect as well. You know, that will obviously all change the appearance of it. Okay. Press that down. Don't you just really hate it when you make something and you're just not happy with it? It's so disappointing. So disappointing. Oh, especially when you can't quite decide what it is that's missing or what it is that you need to do to get it to a point where you like it. And that's just how I'm feeling at the moment. Is, oh, what's this lacking? What does it need? I don't know. I don't know. Oh dear. Right, let's try this. Like, I mean, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? You know, something like that. So I'm thinking kind of it does just need more stuff. Now, do we need to put things like lace on here as well? So let me just take a bit of lace, for example. We're just, you know, this is just trial and error. Don't forget, you know, nothing's kind of concrete. We're just trial and error. So I'm thinking if we put like a bit of lace here, like that, and then like the butterfly here, instantly that just looks better for me. I don't know about you guys, but that just, it's improved it straight away. Right, so let's cut this down. I'm just checking I've got that lace the right way up. That will be the next thing. I'll put the lace on upside down. Right, so I'm going to cut this down because I quite like it, you know, just partially on there. And I'm going to glue this, I think, with hot glue. Do I want to? Yeah, glue it with hot glue. So, and I want it right at the edge. So go right to the edge of the journal, pop that down like that. Okay, and then the butterfly, do we want the butterfly there or here? I think there actually. So again, I'm going to, yeah, hot glue the butterfly down. I don't really want it flapping because I don't want it being a sort of weak point, you know, on the journal. So yeah, let's just press that down like that. Right, let me just now trim this lace off. Again, it doesn't have to be, you know, perfect or flush with the edge or anything like that, but just trimmed down. Okay. Right, now, definitely want some of these flowers on here because they looked very cute, didn't they? Just... let's get another piece of lace. Again, just trying to check I'm putting it on the right way up. Really can't tell. To be honest, it's very hard to tell sometimes. Kind of thinking maybe have that there. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm planning on having a strip of lace or fabric or something down that outer, you know, the spine. So although this is like cut in half, by the time that this is, you know, got something down the spine, you won't really notice that too much. So yeah, I kind of think it won't really matter too much. Okay, I also have this, which, oh, that's just not working for me on there at all. No, definitely no for that. Right, let's bring these flowers in. No. Got this gorgeous piece. I love this piece. So let's just take this like that. You know, it might look good, it might look rubbish, but we'll just give it a try. You don't know until you try, do you? Okay. Oh, I'm thinking maybe there. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty. Let me just ink. Oh, where's my blendy tool? What have I done with that? There it is. All right. Let's just ink around that to cover up those, you know, where it's got like the dots. You know, what would have been the holes, you know, in the original kind of jewellery type piece. So we go around there like that. Okay. Just pop the lid back on that ink before it... Right, so definitely that looks pretty, doesn't it? Now, again, do I want to have any sort of... Oops, right. I was thinking, do I want to have any lace or anything, you know, either underneath it or, you know, beside it or anything like that. So let's just try this piece. Okay. I mean, technically I've now covered up that whole book plate piece. I do really like that. Let me just check whether I wanted ivory lace instead. Okay, let me just cut out this one. Oops, okay. Sorry, I'm just tearing something off of this lace because this was, you know, from old clothes. So just getting rid of bits from there. So, okay, let's have a look. Oh dear. That's a bit too much over that butterfly, isn't it? That's a shame. Yeah, over the butterfly. Just try it here. Just have it there. I don't want it to end up like I've got a whole run of stuff down the edge and nothing in the middle. Yeah, which maybe that was kind of beginning to look a bit that way. So maybe from that point of view it's better here. Okay, let's just glue this down. Oops. Don't know whether you saw that, but big blob of glue just kind of dropped off of my glue gun. Okay, right, let's now glue this one down. So I'm just going to go in and, you know, press that down a bit more so as it's not flapping around so much. Okay, right, let's take this now. Put that there. Okay. And what about a pink flower? Maybe there. That's quite pretty. Okay, maybe another one somewhere. I mean, definitely I'm feeling it needs some more stuff at the top. So yeah, I'm going to have to kind of like focus on the top, I think, in a second. That's okay. We can do that. If we have that there. Again, what would we have with that? Let's just see. Try this piece. Honestly, this is one of those things that I just kind of wish I hadn't started now, really. Think, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I think this would be a good idea? Because clearly it's not been a very good idea. Right, maybe not this lace. So again, yeah, let's just go for some other lace. So again, let me just take a bit of that lace that I just used. Oops, again, let me just tear off the other piece, like the fabric that's attached to it, okay? Or could we have it like that? Have that there, maybe. Here. Here. I did quite like it here, but then again, I've got that sort of run of stuff which I didn't really want to have. Let me see whether I could have another piece of lace going up the top. So hang on. Sorry, I'm literally just kind of cutting it off from the clothes as we're doing this. So yeah, I do apologise. Oh gosh. Yeah, wondering why I've even started this, to be honest, you know, when you just think, what was I thinking? I can't get that off the clothes now. Yeah, what was I thinking? It's not really kind of panning out quite as I'd hoped. I don't feel like it's really coming together particularly how I'd hoped at all. Well, that's quite nice, actually. What do we think to that? Still, there's something really missing in this middle bit. I don't know what that is. Let's just try that. Oh, I don't know. Right, let me just put this down here on the edge. Okay. Right, that's that. And then this piece here, I'm going to have it like slightly higher like that. Okay. And just take this one. Oops, I do want to have that higher like that. Okay. And then about the pink flower. Oh, that's quite pretty there. Right. Oh, would you believe my glue sticks run out again? And I don't think I've got any more now in my drawer. Oh, right. Very lazy. Can't be bothered to go and get some more glue sticks. So let me just use my Fabri-Tac here. Okie dokie. Right. So that's that. Okay, so I still, you know, I'm still not quite convinced what needs to be in that middle space. Yeah, I mean, I could have something like this. I'm not sure whether that's quite right or whether that just looks really peculiar, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to have a ponder about that and, yeah, give it some thought because I feel like I could make the wrong decision. I'm going to have a rummage around and see what else I've got that might just look good there. But for me, definitely that's what's needed is something in that space. Like I say, whether or not it's that, I'm not sure. I do quite like it actually. Now I've stood up, I think, oh, it looks quite nice. But I don't want to rush and make the wrong decision. So I'm going to have a bit of a think about what needs to go there. Yeah, so anyway, I really hope that you like the bits that we've done in the journal and how the cover's coming along. Like I say, I'm definitely struggling with it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.